What if I told you that by placing a simple object inside your shoe, you could change your life forever? Would you believe it? Throughout history, humanity has never stopped longing to break free from poverty and hardship. We search for new paths, secret methods, and sometimes even miraculous shortcuts that could transform our destiny. And strangely enough, some of those secrets come not from grand, complicated actions, but from the simplest gestures of daily life. One of the strangest and most overlooked rituals is this. By placing a certain object inside your shoe, it is believed you can remove poverty and open the doors to prosperity. At first, you might laugh, shake your head, and dismiss this as pure nonsense. But suspend your skepticism for just a moment, because sometimes the smallest, most irrational acts hold the power to unlock doors that logic cannot explain. Ancient wisdom tells us that the feet are not just physical tools for walking. They are the very roots of the human body, connecting us to the boundless energy of the earth. Every step is not just movement. It is an invisible exchange between your energy and the energy of the universe. That is why placing an object in your shoe transforms it into more than just a hidden trinket. It becomes a symbol, a silent companion that walks with you wherever you go. If that object carries the meaning of luck and prosperity, then every single step you take becomes like planting a seed, sending out a signal to the universe. I am ready to welcome wealth and opportunity into my life. Picture this. Each day you step out of your house for work, to meet friends, or simply to wander down the street. What if every step you took carried a secret symbol of fortune? Wouldn't your journey feel different? Wouldn't you feel more secure, more confident, and more capable of attracting positivity and abundance? Across many cultures, this ritual has been embraced as a way to transform the energy of poverty into the energy of prosperity. People believe that when you walk with a sacred item in your shoe, you are not walking alone. You are walking with an invisible prayer that guards you, guides you, and pushes you towards success. There are countless fascinating stories. In the East, a man once claimed that after years of financial struggles, he followed the advice of a spiritual teacher and placed a special object in his shoe. Within weeks, he was offered a new job with a salary far beyond what he had ever earned. In the West, others tell tales of experiencing inner peace and clarity from this practice, and that peace became the very foundation that helped them recognize and seize new opportunities. The truth is, the real magic does not lie in the object itself. The true power comes from the combination of belief, symbolism, and daily repetition. When you believe that each step is carrying you closer to wealth, your mind becomes programmed to seek, recognize, and embrace opportunities. And when the mind changes, life inevitably changes with it. So, the question remains, what is this mysterious object? Why has it been tied to prosperity for centuries? And more importantly, how must you perform this ritual correctly, so that it truly works rather than becoming nothing more than superstition? Be patient, because in the next parts of this journey, we will dive deeper into the details of this secret. You'll see that behind what looks like a silly little trick lies a powerful blend of spirituality, psychology, and energy. And perhaps, with just one small action, your life could shift in ways you never thought possible. Never forget, greatness often begins with the smallest steps. And sometimes, the simplest object in your shoe can be the signal the universe has been waiting for. The sign that you are ready to step into abundance, prosperity, and endless blessings. Do you remember the question we asked at the end of part 1? So what is that small object? And why is it believed to open the doors to prosperity? Now, it's time to uncover the answer. Across many cultures, certain objects have been considered symbols of wealth and good fortune. These items carry more than material value. They embody energy, faith, and powerful symbolism. Among them, one of the most common and widely mentioned is the coin. But why a coin? Because coins have long symbolized abundance and the constant circulation of money. Wealth flows in and out, and the key is to keep that flow alive, never stagnant. People believe that placing a coin inside your shoe is like planting a wish. With every step I take, money will follow me, opportunities will come to me, and prosperity will circulate around me endlessly. Imagine walking every day with a coin tucked beneath your foot. Not just a piece of metal, but a symbol silently walking with you. That coin becomes a seed, and each step you take plants it deeper into the soil of your destiny. It represents faith, positive energy, and a desire to move away from poverty. Over time, that belief begins to shift your mindset and behavior, naturally guiding you toward opportunities you might have missed before. In many traditions, the coin is also seen as a protective charm. It doesn't just represent wealth, it shields you from negative energies or unseen barriers that might block your path to prosperity. It is said that whenever you encounter hardship, the coin absorbs negativity and restores your strength, giving you the peace of mind you need to keep moving forward. But here's the most important truth. This ritual only works when you truly believe in it and practice it consistently. It isn't about instant miracles, it's about aligning your faith, energy, and daily actions. Every time you slip on your shoes and feel that coin beneath you, remind yourself, I am walking toward wealth. I deserve prosperity. Many people who have tried this ritual share surprising stories. Some discovered new job opportunities. Others found themselves brimming with confidence during business meetings, closing deals they never thought possible. Some simply felt a weight lifted off their shoulders, free from constant financial worries, and that peace of mind attracted luck and success in unexpected ways. And if you've made it this far, if you feel even a spark of curiosity or inspiration, I want to gently invite you. Hit the like button on this video and leave a comment below with your thoughts. Maybe that small act of faith, that little interaction, is the first step in opening the door for positive energy to flow into your life. Of course, the coin is only the beginning. In fact, there are many other objects that carry a similar meaning, depending on culture and personal belief. Some people trust in dried beans, others in bay leaves, and some in small stones picked up along the road. But what's the common thread? They all act as a signal you send out to the universe that you are ready to embrace change, abundance, and prosperity. So, beyond the coin, what other objects might serve as powerful tools for wealth and success? And how can you know which one is truly right for you? That is exactly what we'll explore in the next part. Stay tuned, because the deeper we go, the stranger and more fascinating this mystery becomes. When people talk about placing an object inside their shoe to attract wealth, most immediately think of the coin. But in truth, across the vast treasury of folk wisdom and spiritual traditions, there are countless other objects, each carrying its own story, symbolism, and unique energy. One such object is the bay leaf. In ancient Europe, bay leaves were symbols of victory, glory, and wisdom. People believed that placing a dried bay leaf inside your shoe transformed every step into an affirmation. I am a victor. I will overcome every obstacle to reach success. Many individuals have shared how carrying this simple leaf gave them a sense of confidence and clarity, especially during crucial moments like job interviews, contract signings, or examinations. In several Asian cultures, dried beans are considered powerful symbols of abundance and growth. A single bean placed inside your shoe is viewed as a seed of fortune that follows you wherever you go. Just as a bean can sprout and multiply, wealth is believed to expand and multiply in your life when you walk with it under your feet. Another fascinating item is salt. Since ancient times, salt has not only been a staple in kitchens but also a symbol of purification and protection. A pinch of salt wrapped in paper and placed inside your shoe is believed to ward off negative energy and clear the path toward prosperity. It may sound strange, but many claim that this small, simple act gives them an immense sense of peace. Then there are stones, ordinary, unassuming stones picked up along the road. Yet, if one calls out to you, if you feel a connection, it can become your personal talisman. Carrying that stone in your shoe is like walking with a fragment of nature, a piece of Earth's grounding, energy that protects and stabilizes you with every step. The most intriguing part is that whether it's a coin, a bay leaf, a bean, salt, or a stone, all of these items share the same essence. They are tools of faith and signals of connection between you and the universe. The objects themselves are not magical. Their power lies in how they help you ingrain belief into your subconscious. And when that belief becomes strong enough, you begin to notice coincidences and opportunities unfolding around you. In truth, they are not coincidences at all, they are responses to the energy you've already sent out. A friend of mine once placed a bay leaf in his shoe before a major competition. He told me that, whether it was the leaf or simply his own mindset, he felt unusually calm and focused that day. Ideas flowed effortlessly, and he ended up achieving remarkable results. Another acquaintance tried carrying salt in her shoe. While she didn't immediately receive money, what she did gain was peace of mind, less anxiety about finances, and clearer thinking when making financial decisions. These examples prove one thing: the power of the ritual does not rest in the object itself, but in the faith and meaning you invest into it. If you believe that a bean is a symbol of multiplying wealth, then in your mind, it becomes exactly that. If you trust that a coin beneath your foot represents the constant flow of money, you will naturally act in ways that align with abundance. And if you place salt in your shoe believing it shields you from harm, you will walk with greater confidence and peace. The best part is you don't have to limit yourself. You can try one of these objects, or even create your own personal symbol. What matters most is not copying what others do, but choosing something that resonates with your spirit, your heart, and your faith. So now the question becomes, if there are so many possible objects, what is the best way to practice this ritual? That is exactly what we will explore in the next part. Because it's not just about the object you choose, it's about how you apply the ritual in your daily life to make every step a true stride toward abundance. After exploring coins, bay leaves, beans, salt, and even small stones, you may have realized one thing: prosperity does not come from instant miracles, but from belief, persistence, and the way you choose to walk your path in life. Placing a tiny object inside your shoe may sound simple, even strange, but the true magic lies in this. Every step you take from now on is no longer just a movement. It becomes a declaration, a message sent out into the universe. I am worthy of wealth. With every step, I am walking toward abundance. This repeated affirmation slowly engraves itself into your subconscious, shaping the way you think, act, and see the world. Imagine it, carrying a coin, a leaf, or even just a pinch of salt inside your shoe. You are no longer walking alone. You have an invisible companion, something that reminds you of your strength, your worth, and your determination. And that subtle shift in mindset is often what opens new doors. Perhaps you'll unexpectedly encounter a career opportunity. Perhaps you'll meet someone who offers you support at the right moment. Or maybe you'll simply feel lighter in spirit, no longer weighed down by constant worries about money. With a clear, calmer mind, you'll find it easier to make wise choices. And that, in itself, is a miracle born from the harmony between belief, energy, and action. It's important to remember this. There is no single right object. It doesn't have to be a coin, a bay leaf, or salt. It could be a small stone, or even something personal that you feel connected to. What matters most is the faith you place in it and the consistency of your practice. Over time, every step you take will feel stronger, more purposeful, and more aligned with prosperity. And prosperity is not only about money. True abundance is when you have peace in your mind, gratitude in your heart, and hope in your spirit. When you shift your perspective and learn to appreciate each small step, the entire road ahead begins to open wide with possibilities. If you've stayed with me until this final moment, it means that you truly desire change in your life. So let this very moment be your first step. Choose an object, place it in your shoe, and begin walking into your future with faith and intention. And before we part, allow me to gently invite you. If this story has inspired you, please like this video and subscribe to the channel. Who knows, perhaps this simple action will be the very signal you send out to the universe that you are ready to welcome wealth, happiness, and blessings into your life. Sometimes, it only takes one small step to change the direction of your entire journey. And maybe, just maybe, today is the day you begin walking toward the prosperity you've been waiting for.